Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, great millstone, who teach the 100% truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect men that's on the highways and hedges and on the street corner teaching the 100% truth. This is Matthew 12th chapter, 25th verse. And Yahweh Shah knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. That's what's happening today. When you look at the news and follow the news through the scriptures, you see the gradual downfall and decline of the kingdoms. There used to be an old saying that united we stand, divided we fall. And you see that happening today. The people are coming against the governments of their land. And Yahweh Shah knew their thoughts. He said every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Desolation means destruction. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. These governments of the world are not going to stand because they're going on in wickedness. 26th verse. And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? We're living in a wicked kingdom, Babylon, land of confusion, America, ruled by Satan and his demons, democracy, and the wicked rulers of this land rule in wickedness, referring to Psalms 83rd chapter. Let's get that. Psalms 83rd chapter. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. Tumult means trouble. And they that hate thee and the wicked rulers of this nation hate the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They hold their head up in proudness, thinking that they're better than the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, the children of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the Israelites. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. What is crafty counsel? Crafty counsel is meeting in secrecy to do wickedness against the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, here in Babylon the Great, America, and consulted against thy hidden ones. The Israelites here in America are the hidden ones. They are the secret that the people don't know, that they are the Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the hidden ones. Verse 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. Everything that the secret council of the wicked have done here in Babylon, the Great America, has been all about cutting the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians off from being a nation, the nation of Israel. Okay, let's read on. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. That's been the whole goal and the whole plan of the wickedly wise, to make sure that the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, don't remember themselves that they are the Israelites. But that is happening today. The spirit of truth is in the world today, and the Israelites are rising back up. The elect is being risen up to get on the highways and the hedges and on the street corner to preach and teach. And you see the breakdown of the society by way of the preaching and the teaching. Let's go to Isaiah 19:2. Isaiah 19th chapter. Second verse. I will set the Egyptians, that's the Americans, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And that's what's happening today. You got sedition among men rising up. Like today is January, well, yesterday was January 5th. And a year ago you had a so-called uprising on the government a year ago. Today, January 6th. You had the Egyptians, the American going against the government of today. And that is the fulfillment of scripture. But Isaiah 19, chapter 2nd verse says, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. You see that happening today. And it's going to get worse before it get better. And everyone against his neighbor, city against city. And you're gonna see that happening. City against city, neighbor against neighbor, brother against his brother. It's that simple. And kingdom against kingdom, you're going to have the wicked nations come against each other. And they're going to ultimately come against Babylon, the great America. Okay, let's read on. Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt. Egypt is America. Egypt means place of bondage. America is the place of bondage that the children of Israel were held in captivity and still in captivity. You had the proclamation of emancipation, which means to get to release from control of your hand and to put into the control of their minds. And that's what happened. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is gonna destroy the wicked counsel that's been ruling in secret. The crafty counsel of the wicked has been ruling in secrecy. Referring to Job 9:24. The hand of the earth is given to the wicked. It's that simple. And that's what's been going on. The midst thereof, I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. When you look at the media goes back to medium, tell lies, vision. When you look at media, it's full of wicked spells and ruled by the wicked witches and wizards of unholywood, unhollywood, that control the people's minds. And the Lord is going to destroy all of the wickedness done on all levels. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. It starts with the spirit of truth being sent out into the world. And that spirit of truth raise up the prophets, the saints, the servants, to preach and teach inside and cry to the Lord. And all of this is going to be thrown down. This wicked nation came into existence by violence, and they're going to go out and be destroyed by violence. It's that simple. They're going to be cast down and grind the paddle by way of fire. On to the next one. I pray this lesson be edified to the hopeful elect and those seeking the truth. Shalom.